Hi guys. So today I want to try to show you a cool technique that we utilize in the clinic in order to get better results for our patients. And today we're going to be using my laptop and this shining 3D intraoral scanner. So basically the technique is we're going to utilize the patient's existing set of dentures that they either like or they don't like. The key is we're going to use it as at least a custom tray, and hopefully we'll use it for a bite trim as well, so we can go straight from using the duplicate dentures to doing a try-in. But basically, the reason we want to duplicate these because we want to be able to adjust the periphery, adjust the occlusion if we need to, and things like this. And we don't want to ruin the patient's existing set of dentures, whether they like it or not. We still want to have some kind of duplicate. So basically, what we do is we set up in order to do the scan, and occlusion in this case is not important because we're basically what we're doing is we're going to print these individually. So even if we can't get proper occlusion done on them, it's not a big deal. So pretty much once you have the order set up, what you do is you just start scanning. And basically what I do is I try to scan the tooth area, and it goes pretty quickly, guys. It doesn't take a lot of time. You want to try to keep your fingers out of the way and try not to scan those because I've made that mistake a few times. Okay, and the idea here is you're trying to connect one area to the other. So I generally scan the tooth surface and occlusal. Ideally, you want to go occlusal first. I start with a buccal, but you want to go occlusal first, and then you connect buccal and lingual to it. And this thing works pretty good, so I'm not having any trouble connecting these things together, and I'm not having any kind of overlaps and stuff like that just yet. As you can see, I can pretty quickly get all the teeth scanned. Okay, and now what I'm doing is I'm getting, just reposition my hand so I get an easier way of scanning this. Now I'm going to try to get the border right here, get things connected to that, and then you're trying to connect the inside to that border. So as you can see, it's not that difficult. I'm getting a little bit too close. I'm starting to get the scan of the keyboard and stuff a little bit, but it will disappear down the line. Okay, reposition my hand again. All right, I got all the outer border. All right, let's get the posterior palatal seal area. Come on. There we go. Getting the inside. When you're getting a little bit too far away from the border, sometimes you have a hard time tracking it and getting that middle portion. But if you do it a couple of times, you get it pretty well. There we go. We got it. Get the outer edge. Good to go. Excellent. Now we're going to go back on the teeth, and we're going to scan the areas that we haven't gotten before. Come on. Right there. All right, now we're going to get this side. Yep, got a little bit of my finger, but I'll get remove it later. Okay, let's check that again. Make sure we got everything. I have no idea what those black lines on the side of the dentures are, but I think we can clean that up fairly easily. All right, let's take a look. I'll put this in here. All right, so we got a pretty good scan of the denture and a couple of little scans of my finger. So it looks pretty good. I could go back in and get these little interproximal areas, but those are fairly easy to repair, so that they don't make a big difference. So I'm going to click the check mark, and we are going to scan the opposing. All right. So we're going to click check. All right, so now it's lighting up to do the opposing right here. Okay, so we're going to pick that up. So you're supposed to start on the occlusal surfaces. So I made a little bit of a mistake on the previous one. Once you get the occlusals, you can go inward or outward. We're going to go inward. Connect those things together. Get a little bit of hole right here we're going to fix. Okay, excellent. All right, now we're going to go on the outward. All right, change my hand a little bit. All right, and then go all the way to the edge. And hopefully try to wrap it around a little bit. So we got a couple of areas that will connect all the way through. Excuse me. All right, got that side. I'm going to switch and wrap around on this side. All right, let's see if we can get this edge connected. Sorry. Okay, that's looking pretty good. We got the periphery down. Let me take a look. Just gotta get, so the outside looking pretty good. So now we gotta get the lingual area. Yeah, when I said those black lines are keyboard, I was wrong. It's way too far away to get anything captured on the keyboard, obviously. I don't know what I was smoking when I said that. Sorry, I gotta get a better finger position. Take a look, see what I'm missing. So technically, guys, if you got a couple of areas that are like this open, you can actually fix those up in Mesh Mixer pretty easily. So if you don't capture those very well, I wouldn't worry about too much. But it's still a good idea if you have the time and the patience to go back and try to recapture them if you can. I think that's it, my friends. I think we got everything we need to get for this denture, and a bit of my finger once again. Can't seem to leave those out. All right, that looks good. So we're going to click next. Now, some people do this a lot quicker. I don't get a lot of experience with scanning dentures chairside. Fortunately or unfortunately, I don't know. But all right, let's click that. All right, now it wants us to do a bite. Ideally, you want to do this in the mouth, or you want to get some kind of bite registration, but here we're just going to hand hold it and try to capture it. Okay, now it's aligned our upper, now it's aligned our lower, good. And we're going to click on the other side and try to scan it together. Upper, lower, good. All right, so we got our bite registration, and then we're going to Click OK. Now it's just optimizing the scans. Now you can actually utilize the software and go in and clean it up if you want to. But I generally just bring everything into the software that I'm used to, like Mesh Mixer, and do it there. Just makes it a little bit easier for me. And that way also I don't have to spend extra time in the clinic dealing with stuff on location. I pretty much have this in my suitcase, and I'm able to take this anywhere. I've taken this actually all the way down to Maine when I taught a class over there. So as long as you have a good suitcase and stuff like this, and you take it in the carry-on, it travels pretty well. I don't see any issues with it. So we have our upper, we have our lower, we have everything scanned. I actually have some fiduciary markers on my upper. I was just trying to test some markers. And that's it. That looks good. So now we can just go to send it, and we can just export the file, and we're going to export it as STLs, and we're going to accept it. And that's pretty much how we do our duplicate denture scans to print them later. So hope this helps you guys, and I'm looking forward to seeing you next time. Bye.